Today I have decided to make some vegetable buns. If you haven't tried them before, I would highly suggest you to try and make them at home. It's pretty easy and it is delicious. You can have them for breakfast, dinner, or even lunch, whenever you want. So the ingredients I have, let me show you. I have decided to have cabbage, carrot, shiitake mushroom, oyster mushrooms, and celery in my filling. But really, you can put in anything that you want in the filling. So you can have sweet ones like maybe red bean paste, or maybe like sesame paste as well, or matcha if you like matcha, or chocolate sauce, whatever you would like. But because I'm a savory girl, so I'm doing a vegetable bun. And now I have to stir fry them first, and then after that I will be making the pastry. Is it called pastry? I think it's called pastry. Anyways, let me stir fry them first. It's all done, so you will just need to put it aside if you are also doing a vegetable bun to let it cool down. And now you can start making your own pastry. So what you will need will be 300 grams of plain flour and 3 grams of yeast and 180 grams of water. And you can also have a little bit of olive oil, like half a teaspoon, and also a little bit of salt if you want your pastry to have a little bit of taste to it, or maybe a little bit of sugar depending on your own taste. Now what you will need to do is have the water ready, and then you put in the yeast and then stir them, have them dissolve, and after that you put in your flour. And if you have decided to put in some salt or sugar, you will need to stir them in the flour first before you put them in the water stuff. Anyways, you will be able to see how I'm doing later. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so these the pastry will be able to make about 10 buns, but I will be making 20. So I will be putting 600 grams of flour and 360 grams of water and 6 grams of yeast, because there is like 6 people in my family, so I'm gonna make a lot of buns. Don't over knit it, because then it won't be fluffy when you steam the bun. And now after you have done knitting, you will want to let it rest for about 10 minutes. And if you want some sweet filling, you can also do them now, and that's what I'll be doing.
Remember to put a glide wrap over the dough or maybe a tablecloth to cover them up and let them rest, and they are going to expand massively, and I will show you guys when it's ready.
So for the sweet filling, I have decided that I'm going to use chocolate. So I'm going to put cacao powder, milk powder, almond powder, and also some mixed nuts in it. So I'm just going to mix all the ingredients together and put a little bit of water to make them stick together. And that will be my paste for my filling. This is my mom. All right, she's hungry. Did you hear that? The dough is ready. I tell you, it is going to turn into a massive bowl. Now let me show you the chocolate paste that I have done. It looks like this. It looks a little bit like poo, but I can assure you it tastes delicious. Now what you're going to do is take the dough out
and divide them evenly into however many you plan to make. So as I mentioned before, I'll be making 20, so I'll be dividing them evenly into 20 small bowls. I'll show you. Once you have divided your dough evenly into small balls like this, you are ready to roll them out into each individual pastries like this. So I'm going to show you how I wrap up my bun. So obviously the first step is putting your fillings. If it's your first time, I would recommend you to put in just a little bit for practice. But obviously the more you practice you have, the more you can put it in. So what you can do is fold it inwards or outwards, however is more comfortable for you. And the other finger, you just keep pushing in the filling. And then you turn it and just keep turning, and then you will become like a beautiful bun like this. I'm going to share a little trick with you guys. So what you would like to do is have the outer side of the pastry a bit thinner than the inside. The reason being that is because the inside part is going to be at the bottom, and when you start folding your bun, the top part is going to be a bit thick already. So when you do this, the whole bun itself is going to be fluffy all the way round. I forgot to mention that you can put a little bit of olive oil at the bottom of your bun so it doesn't stick to the plate, or you can just simply use baking paper.
So this is our steamer at home. If you don't have a steamer, you will just need to boil some water and then put, I don't know, you know what, if you don't have a steamer, then I don't know, go buy one. But basically you steam them for roughly 10 minutes. And if you have similar steamer like this, you will need to rotate them. Just check them regularly. So 10 to 15 minutes roughly. It is going to be super delicious.
How to make buns yourselves at home. The recipe is super easy. It's just plain flour, yeast, and water. And with the filling, you can really just put in anything that you love. Now, if you're like me, who always can't wait for things to cool down, well, leave a comment below because sometimes I really accidentally burn myself. Now, if you decide to try out the vegetable bun that I have shown you guys, again, please share them with me. I would love to see them. I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you do, please share them around and give it a thumbs up.